The skinny on losing weight with liquid protein supplements. The good and the bad. There are well over 34 million men, women and children in the United States of America that count as being clinically obese or worse, as morbidly obese. Morbid obesity is defined as a medical disease that is related not only to lifestyle and diet, but also to genetics and body makeup as well. Of these people, the majority of them will face a lifetime of other diseases and problems, including cardiovascular diseases and damage, joint pain and trauma, diabetes, cancer and a vast array of others. For these 34 million obese people, weight loss may be the difference between life and death. The diet industry registers staggering profits each and every year because everyone wants a quick and easy fix. Why else would they fall for the diets that promise to give incredible results with unrealistic diet plans and, most importantly, without guidance? It is important to understand that weight loss efforts without guidance and a valid support system will not work. Weight gain or loss is a process that does not just involve the physical issues, but the mental and psychological issues as well. While you have to control what is on your plate, you also have to learn to control what is on your mind as well. Back in the 1970s, the liquid protein diet was introduced. Extreme in both concept and method, it resulted in unhappy dieters, multiple new health problems and sadly, more than a few deaths in the process. Source: Vanderbilt University Psychology Department. Thankfully, science has advanced leaps and bounds ahead of the knowledge that they had at the time, and liquid protein supplements and diet plans are safer than they have ever been. The good things about liquid protein supplements. Liquid protein, unlike protein bars or real food sources, can be carried and consumed practically anywhere. ProfectR, a small, liquid protein source, is the first of its kind, a single-serving, ready-to-drink protein shot. These are packed in small, plastic vials that are small enough to stash in a pocket or purse, and they do not react poorly to temperature changes and can be swallowed down in less than 3 seconds. Each of these liquid protein shots is just under 3 ounces and delivers 25 grams of protein per 100-calorie serving. While it would not be advisable to use these as your only source of nutrition, they certainly would make an excellent snack between meals or an after-workout booster. ProfectR, which is made by Protica, is certainly not the only liquid protein type on the market, but it does have some distinct advantages: small and portable packaging with breakage and temperature resistance, more absorbable protein per fluid ounce than the competition, multiple flavor choices, blue raspberry, grapefruit mango, fresh citrus berry and cool melon splash, balanced amino acid profile more in line with that of humans for easier assimilation, higher quality ingredients rated at a pharmaceutical grade, high in vitamins including half of the daily needs of the entire B complex and all of the daily needs of vitamin C. Zero fat and carbohydrates, which is meant to slow the absorption cycle of each meal, making for less sugar spike, insulin surges and less fat storage, increased thermogenesis, the production of heat by the body's conversion of food for energy. Spikes, surges and the need for heat, the body works like a very complex machine. When the machine is low on energy, the message is sent to the brain that the stomach is empty and it needs food. The brain then sends out a further message to the body that it is hungry, and so the quest begins. In most people, once the food starts hitting the system, the brain starts sending out the signal that the body is approaching full, is almost full and then is finally full. While it only takes seconds for the brain to tell the body that it is hungry, it can take around 20 minutes for the brain to receive and send out the message that the stomach is full. After you finish eating, your body has plenty of work to do in breaking down this new supply and sending it to the right places in the body. Some food will be used immediately for energy through a process called thermogenesis. Thermogenesis refers to the creation of heat by the body through the burning of food for energy, which is why people often complain of being hot or sweaty after a large meal. Some of the food will be sent through the system and will be stored as glycogen for the body to use for energy later. However, if the glycogen stores are filled or there is too much food to process, much of it will end up stored by the body as fat. During the storage, energy creation and elimination process, certain hormones are released to deal with these foods and can help make the decision for what goes where. Certain foods can make these hormones react differently than other foods. Insulin, a fat storage hormone, is adversely affected by a flood of carbohydrates, or more specifically, simple carbohydrates. The easier a carbohydrate is to digest, the more likely it is to cause a sugar spike, which in turn will result in an insulin surge. Once the insulin clears out the simple carbohydrates, the body will feel hungry again and the whole cycle will kick off once again. The body needs to have a regular source of food and energy. However, using other food sources and supplements and eliminating as many of the simple carbs as possible is key. Complex carbohydrates, especially those that are found in whole grain foods and vegetables, are vital to good overall nutrition. As mentioned previously, food creates energy which results in heat, about a 3% increase for fats, 10% for carbs and 30% for proteins. The average person sees meal-induced thermogenesis of around 8%, however, it can be about half that amount for those who are on diets. The disadvantage of a liquid protein diet. The main problem with the all-liquid protein diet is simple: humans are not meant to live on liquids alone. They are not meant to live on one food source alone. While protein is vital to our overall good health, it is meant to be consumed along with complex carbohydrates and healthy fat sources. The typical all-liquid protein diet provides around 400 to 800 calories per day, which may be fine for a day or so in most professional opinions, but is not advisable for long-term use and is not beneficial for long-term weight loss programs. There are several problems that can occur not only from an all-liquid protein diet but from consuming too much protein throughout the day. These problems include: excessive protein can result in an electrolyte imbalance, which can be serious enough to affect the heartbeat. Source: www.columbia.net. Liquid protein diets may increase the risk of developing gallstones. Excessive reduction in caloric intake will slow or totally stall the metabolism. Reduction in calories beyond what is considered to be healthy may result in amenorrhea, the abnormal absence of menstrual cycles. Excessive protein intake may result in serious and chronic constipation. Finally, there are no diets or diet plans that can work a miracle. Without proper medical supervision and psychological support, the best plan is doomed to fail. Anyone who is about to start a diet plan or simply wants to use supplements of any kind for better health should consult their physician for guidance and advice. In addition, each person who is interested in weight loss should not only educate themselves, but should also look for a sensible exercise program and find the right type of support system as well.